Your boy is back. Yes, sir. Your boy is back. I am fully rested. I was tired like a mother early this morning trying to call that fight. And I called it. I called it real good. I took it down, though, because I fell asleep on that bitch. Well, at the end, after I called it, so. But, hey, I'm back, and now well rested, you know. I kind of like stepped out last night and, I didn't get no sleep. So I kind of a little tired, but I don't care. I fall asleep on your ass in a minute. I told y'all. Wow, wow, wow. All right. What's going on, everybody? All right. Your boy is back again. All right. Yes, sir. I see that, Chi-Town. Okay. All right. Just catch the replay, Chi-Town. Okay. Yeah. I seen that. Yes, sir. You fell asleep on the live, OG. Yes, I did, 00. I fell asleep on the live. I took it down though. But I called the fight this morning. I pushed my doctor appointment back. Now what I did was I just moved it to tomorrow. Okay, because I wanted to give y'all something. So I gave y'all the fight. The ones who was in here saw me call the fight. That was great. That went great. It only lasted 2 rounds. But we're gonna get into that fight in a minute. Okay, it's not too much to talk about because you're looking at youth versus age, and the age showed today. Okay, so but now I'm back. What you say, OG back with a clean bill of health? Yeah. Yes, sir, I am. All right, and yes, I did put out that video yesterday. Actually, I was one of the first ones that put out that video about Jermall Charlo. I knew about 20 minutes in, just when they was canceling and postponing it. Why? Literally, they was on the phone. All right. The contact I had inside the gym gave me a call and said, "Hey, man, they finna postpone the fight." I said, "Are you sure?" I said, "Are you sure?" He said, "Yeah, man, because Jermall hurt his back." I said, "Wait a minute, hold on. I hold on and make sure they do that. Then that's when I put it out." Okay. Yep. So, and my man Underground said, "Man, KQ, man, ain't nobody talking about that but you." I said, "Okay, well, I appreciate that. Good. I'm the first one. I even beat Blue Blood Sports out. And I don't even think he wrote about it, so, which is okay, Jermall, now, the thing is the tickets, because, see, something kind of funny here. And my contact, I don't want to mention his name, it said that the tickets are not selling. Okay, the tickets are not selling. And now I did speak to a couple of amateur boxers, and they said, "Yeah, you can't hurt your back running." So I guess I don't know. It's for room for interpretation, I guess. You know, so I mean, I mean, it is what it is. But first, let's see who all in here today, and I appreciate everybody coming in today. Like I say, I just pushed everything back to tomorrow. I just say, "Hey, what the hell?" Because I stepped out a little bit last night, and it took longer than I thought. If you know what I mean. All right, let's see who all up in here. I'm crazy. All right. We got Ray Patterson is up in the building, baby. What's going on? Yes, sir. He said, what's happening, KQ? Running late yesterday. Okay, that's cool. All right. I'm running late too. See, I come on at 12:30. I want all y'all to keep that in mind. All right. But I try to get Trill like an extra 10 minutes. Okay. And that way it's kind of it's been doing pretty good falling in right when I get going, so all right. But sometimes I do start at 12:30 on the dot. So still be here at 12:30. Okay. All right. Yeah, let's who all in here again. Okay, Chi-Town Finance. Yes, I know he's gonna be catch replay. Dre the Finance, get some rest. All right. Mano, what's good with Mano? Yes, sir. I gotta do something with Mano today. All right. So you might have some by your name tomorrow. Okay. Teach. What's going on, baby? Yes, sir. Back like we never left. Yes, sir, man. I'm telling you. I'll tell you, man. Look, and I was explaining. Well, we'll get into it. All right. Okay. Ricky E245. Yes, sir. That's my right hand and left hand, baby. Double zeros. What's going on, baby? Yes, sir. Brandon House, Michigan Finance, baby. Michigan Finance is up in the building. And we got my man Victor up in here, baby. What's going on, Victor? Yes, sir. Double zero said you fell asleep on the live OG. I did. you know, well, a little bit, So, Frank from that land, what's going on, baby? Salute to you. All right, West, yes, sir. OG back, clean bill of health, yes, sir. Mano, yes, sir. All West and Mano. Okay, that's the two. You know what? That's what I wanted to say. Hold on, all West. Now, even though the Jermall Charlo fight is canceled, don't worry about it. The whole card is canceled, and they're gonna reschedule it, and I'll let y'all know what the new schedule will be. But on that same day, we still got Benavidez and Joe Smith. That is a very important fight. Keep an eye on this fight. This fight is pretty much would be a Canelo or a Bivol fight. So whoever the winner might be. So keep that in mind. Okay, man. Yeah. So keep that in mind. So all right, RS. Okay. Yeah. Yep. So keep that in mind. So don't worry. All isn't lost. Okay, Frank Martin. He's supposed to appear on that. He's from Man Down Promotions, which is Earl Spence promotion company, still trained by Darren James. Okay, all that is going to be postponed, and it's supposed to take place in Houston, Texas. But we're gonna pretty much get that. They're gonna get that rescheduled. Okay, so it's not counts, it's just postponed. All right, if that's what they want to say. Okay. All right. Now, who else we got up in here? We got West, yes, sir. Okay, Underground Asylum, yes, sir. Underground Asylum been really working, and I'm proud of my man. And I hope I have good things. He's gonna have good things coming from him, and that's how men's supposed to do, work and enjoy the fruit of your labors. All right. So, all right. And who else we got up in here? Okay. Da, 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 da. All right. We got Stormy B Man that's up in here. What's going on? This ain't no damn sleep. Oh, see, sleep. Yes, sir. Man, I called the fight, man. I called and shit. I just talking and shit. I said, I mean, it was like what? What time was it? Six, something like that. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, shit. All right. I told y'all, man, shit. That was the first time in a long time, though. Yes, sir. I used to do that a lot, but now I had, kind of control of it now. Get a lot of rest now. Gotta get that rest, baby. Gotta get that rest. I ain't young no more. I ain't no spring chicken. All right, Anthony Johnson, what to do, baby? All right, King Style Productions. What's going on with you? All right, Big Block is up in here. All right, we got my man. Yes, sir. Snack B is in the building. All right, who else we got up there? A1 Hoop Zone. What's going on, A1 Hoop Zone? What's going on with them playoffs, baby? Huh? What's going on with the playoffs? Yes, sir. I used to keep up with basketball, and now I really don't watch it like I used to. I used to play basketball in high school, and we had one of the number one basketball players in the country in 1984, Benji Wilson, Ben Wilson. He was the number one in the country, baby. Yes, sir. He went to the same high school that Derrick Rose went to, and a lot of other good players. Yes. Yeah. Okay, Ricky, I see what you're saying. Now, Ricky said that Amanda Serrano is fighting again in August, bro. Yes, but it won't be Katie Taylor. Okay. Now, the reason why Katie Taylor, they said, according to Eddie Hearn, that the Serrano team don't want that rematch. Now, don't know why, but it's true. Don't know why, but it's true. Maybe Eddie did some dumb shit that he shouldn't have, but okay. So he said allegedly they don't want the fight. They was offered the fight and they didn't want it. So I want to make sure I had it correctly. Yes, the rematch is not happening next. Okay, so that means that Serrano probably gonna fight somebody else. Okay, so Team Serrano don't want it. Okay, all right. Maybe they want to touch up a few things. All right, believe in Jesus is Lord. All right, okay, all right. Yes, sir. Salute, OG. Hello, all. Haney versus Lomo. I'm taking Lomo. All right. All right. You got Lomo? Okay. We're going to get into that also. Yes, sir. Rest in peace, Benjamin Simeon. Great. Yes, sir. Okay. Raw Rest. You're very familiar with him. Okay. Oh, yes. The two guys that shot and killed him, well, they out now. But Omar, he went to school with me. Omar is the one that pulled the trigger. And so, they went to school with me, and now they out and they reformed and they do a lot for the youth community. It's amazing what jail will do to you, and so it is what it is. And his brother and mother went through some hard times, and very hard times. And so he's lost his father, everything. So, but it's all good. Romero Harris, what's going on, man? She is waiting for the rounds to be 3 minutes. Okay, that's what it is, Romero. Okay, well, shit, she gonna be waiting for a while. But you know what? I could have sworn, and I can't remember what fight it was. I could have sworn that Eddie Hearn has two ladies that was fighting, and they fought 3-minute rounds. Now I could be wrong, but I could have sworn that happened. I really did. I could. Right, KM28. What it do? What it do? I appreciate you. All right. And once again, I thank everybody for coming in. I thank everybody for giving me over five. Well, we're close to 6,000 subscribers now. I thank you all for supporting the channel, showing up, showing out, and hopefully we can go to another uh, 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 um, 12,000. So hey, let's do it. Let's do it, baby. Hey, I'm good. I'm game. Hopefully, I'll still be here. All right, let's get it started, baby. All right, let's get it started. Now, make sure everybody hit the like button as you come in. All right. Okay. Sarisa Estrada was fighting 3-minute rounds too, OG. Okay, that might be who that was. Did she fight on the zone, Rick? Cause I think it was on Eddie Hearn platform. I said, they fighting 3-minute rounds. I said, that was 3-minute rounds, And I'm like, wait a minute, okay. Then it got to be up to the promoters and the women. Now, Amanda Serrano wanted 3-minute rounds. Katie Taylor said, no, 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 no. So I guess it's not really carved in stone. Yes, the zone. Okay. I was right. Okay. See, I ain't seen now yet. What the old people used to say, see now. Right? I ain't lost my mind yet. I still can remember some things, So now, Ronnie Shields. Ronnie Shields, David Morrell came out and said that he wants to fight David Benavidez. W_right side. All right, yes, sir. Right side. Be over there on the barber shop. Getting that Fred bullshit lies and shit. The PBC hater, right? The PBC hater. He was a Devin Haney hater at first, So, but now he's on the bandwagon. All right. So anyway, Ronnie Shields, trainer, trainer of David Morrell. David Morrell wants to fight David Benavidez. Now, he wants that fight, or he wants the Keller Plant fight. Now, Ronnie Shields kind of stepped in and say, no, 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 no. I'm not going to put you out there. Not right now. Yeah, I thought PBC was going out there. Yeah, Fred full of shit. Now he's saying that Steven Espinosa stole his movie idea. Oh, I'm going to sue him. I was it. Okay, Fred. Yeah, right. So he's full of shit. All right. He's a black man in a white body. Okay. He don't like the skin of his color. That's why his kids look like they look, because he don't want them to be a dark-skinned man. And I'm gonna tell you something: every black man on the corner in front of the liquor store, they are not going to be the ones to give your son or daughter dope. Okay, so stop that lie. They fell on hard times. They don't mean no harm. Now some of them don't. I'm being honest. They just fell on hard times. They might be homeless or whatever, but they got a good heart. They just don't have no money and food to eat. And I don't mind helping people out. But you don't say that's the next guy going to give your son that bag of dope. No, that is so goddamn stupid. I mean, this is what I'm saying. That's why he just, bite my ass. And that's why I just don't respect people that go over there and listen, talk to that motherfucker. Right? You think he's tall, but he's short. I didn't know he was that damn short. So he go marry a Chinese woman. Hey, he put it out there. I didn't. He put his kids out there. I didn't. So, and she has the money. Okay, not him. So, but anyway, but black people, we can't help it sometimes when we're in a situation. That bum you call on the corner that sell dope, he probably had a $100,000 a year job and lost it and lost everything. He's not out there to kill or sell your son dope. He's out there trying to eat. Some out there trying to drink, yeah. But majority is hard time people. And he can't grasp that. He can't grasp that. And a lot of people fall into that bullshit. You can wear the Malcolm X t-shirt all you want to. But what's inside? What's inside? Who you think Malcolm X made Malcolm X? Elijah Muhammad. If it wasn't for Elijah Muhammad, would be no damn Malcolm X. So he tried to think he's doing something by talking about Elijah Muhammad. But Elijah Muhammad is a man. Yes, he is honorable. They call it's honorable, Elijah Muhammad. Just like it's deacon such and such, reverend such and. It's just a title. Oh, he's not so honorable. He had kids and there because he's a man. He put on one leg at a time like I do. If you weren't so stupid and so colorblind, you would know that. Oh, let me show you my son Lincoln, right? He named his son Lincoln, the white man that freed the slaves. Anyway, let me move on because I told 78 I wasn't going to talk about that motherfucker no more. Because I know some things y'all don't know about him because y'all get fooled about this act. So anyway, Ronnie Shields, like I was saying about Ronnie Shields and David Morrell, he don't want him to fight David Benavidez. No, he don't want him to fight David Benavidez. No, right side, not you, right side. Okay, not you, right side. I just saw that. Okay, not you, right side. No. No, I respect you, right side, because you just straight on boxing. Don't get that twisted. All right, you my guy. All right, you my guy. All right, you always on the boxing tip, right? So that's what you don't be over there talking politics and all that shit. So you always so don't worry about that. It's all your trip. Y'all don't know. Stormy B, man, is funny as hell, right? And I don't know why he don't use that comedy and shit on his show. He's very serious and very boxing minded, but and a few times, man, you gotta throw a couple of jabs in that shit, right? Because you funny as hell, especially on fight night, right? The Jelly Belly Championship, right? I still remember that shit, right? The Jelly Belly Championship, right? But anyway, I still love that shit. But anyway, let me get this shit out. David Morrell, basically, he wants these big fights. And Ronnie Shields and FBA Jabba, that was a whole different scenario. But David Morrell only been with him for 2 fights. And Ronnie Shields don't believe that he's ready for David Benavidez. He's not ready for the Keller plant that knows how to move and fight at that weight class. He think David Morrell needs a couple more fights before he get in there with them guys. Yes, he put on a great and fantastic show. I don't have no problem with that, and I think Ronnie don't have no problem with that. But see, that can't be all. You can't have a good fight and say, "Okay, I'm ready for all of them." A Darrell, Plant, Benavidez. He said he's ready for all these guys. Okay, you might be a little bit, but you don't want to put yourself in that position. You feel me? So and Ronnie, he doing the right thing, I believe. Now some people got mixed feelings. People say, no, he's ready, KQ. He's ready. But I think the trainer would know better. I know the trainer would know better. The trainer would know if he's ready or not. Because Ronnie said he don't want to put him out there like that. Because if you put a fighter out there too soon, then if they get out there and get beat and really look bad, then that's kind of like they ego, and and they might start being gun shy, or get a bad rap. I mean, so you want to be careful, and that's what good trainers do. They don't want to tip you out there too much, right? But you got to move them, no doubt about it. Don't keep letting them fight on guys that that's no C-level fighters, and keep on, keeping on. Mama get the best, the best, the best. So stop keeping on, and go on and let them inch up, inch. That's what I'm saying. That's what he need to do. Donnell Clark Bay in that super chat. Yes, sir. He says, salute OG in chat. Let's get it on and popping with the singing OG. You do a wonderful job keeping up the good work, OG. Wow, wow, wow. Baltimore is in the house. Man, I appreciate that, Dr. Clark Bay. Man, and I appreciate that, because you're always in the chat, everything, and you chat and things like that. But that's the nicest thing you said, in a long time, publicly, in the super chat. Thank you, brother. And that means a lot coming from you, so, and I thank you. So, but what's going on? 817. What's happening, baby? Yes, sir. But yes, sooner or later you hanging in that snake pit, you're gonna get bit. Yeah, Fred is he's a trip, and I ain't scared to use his name. Don't care at all, because that's what he is. You know, so and you can tell him I said it. Shit, you know. But anyway, let's get back to this, all right? Because there's a lot of things I want to talk about today. And like I say, just first of all, let me get to the Indeway and Daenerys before I go on. Now, Indeway and Daenerys, that was a good fight this morning. Yeah, I was sleepy, but I remember it. All right. Now, the fight, a matter of fact, I called it a good fight, I think, for the 2 rounds it lasted. But now, Daenerys, the age is showing. He's 39 years of age, down there 40 years old. And now, I think the age is showing. As he got that second knockdown, you can see it in his face that, hey, man, I just ain't got it no more. And before in the way, walk back to the corner, you know how you go to the neutral corner? Before he even got there, the referee waved it off. So Daenerys must have said something to the referee or whatever. Or the referee must have seen something in him that, hey, this man don't want to fight no more. And let's be honest, people, and this is why I always say 37 years of age, it should be okay, winding down or your cutoff time, because this is a young man's sport. The head is not meant to be hit. And if you want to keep all your faculties, when you get to my age, you might have to say, okay, you know what? I can't be doing this shit no more. Hey, I'm almost 40 years old, and and it don't hit you. It don't hit you, but when least suspect it, in 5, maybe 10 years, then you can't even say hi, then then So, uh, um, so Danilo Donaire, I think he should go ahead and retire. He had a good showing. The last two fights before this morning, um, he did a great job. I thought he had, a rejuvenated his career, but I didn't think he had that much left. But I think he had a little bit left, you know, So, but yeah. But this time to call uncle and boss, yes, that's what I think. RS, because it doesn't make any sense. So, because what Inouye did, he went to the body and he kind of timed him, and Daenerys pretty much didn't have anything, and what he threw, he was missing, and matter of fact, Inouye got under those punches. Now, Inouye hit him with a nice one, and that put him down, but he got back up. Now he wrestled to get back up, but he got back up, and the referee allowed him to continue. And again, once again, and wait, and he hit him again, and it wasn't really hard. And that's why I say, okay, Melvin Green, what's going on, baby? Salute to you. All right, so that's why I said, okay, you know what? Nah, okay, he got to go. He don't want to do this no more. Sometimes you have people around you that's geeking you on to be this or be that. Yeah, man, we're gonna do it. And sometimes you be doing it and keep going because of the people around you. Sometimes you got to make the best decision for yourself. And this is where the problem I had. Yeah, he didn't bother. That's right. And this is the problem I had with Terrence Crawford. Not now, but way back. Because he had people around him that it wasn't in his best interest. All they cared about is calling Earl Spence names. All they care about is even when Terrence was doing something wrong in the ring, even when Terrence was doing something outside the ring, everything was yes, go Terrence, go. Everything was no criticism. No teachable moment for him. No, nothing. Everything was yes, yes, yes. Everything was lick ass. And that's not good. You won't. If I have a friend, let's say Stormy B, man, all right, and I see him doing something that he shouldn't, is not good for him. I'm not gonna say, yeah, man, go ahead, do your thing. So he can like me, or so he can say, hey, Dick KQ, man, hey, he always had my back. That's my guy, this and that. No, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna say, look here, man, look, you don't need to be doing that, dude. You don't need that. You don't need that, man. You can move on and do something else or fight somebody else. You don't need to fight that guy. Because that's not going to do anything for your career. It's not going to elevate it. It's not going to depreciate it. All right. So it's just a fight. So no meaningful, no belts, no nothing. So let's move on to someone that you can pretty much profit off of or get a belt off. Come on. You gotta have people like that around you. And I think Daenerys, he had people who said, man, look, you still got it, dude. You still got it, man. Go ahead on. Man, get that second fight with Monster. All right? Because he won last time, man. Get that shit. But no, now maybe he can realize that, okay, I can't do this no more. All right. No, y'all, I ain't got that in me. Just don't go along to get along with your people. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Now, as I move on, Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua. Same scenario. Now he went to Robert Garcia. He bouncing everywhere, trying to find a trainer that can help him be better and beat Houston and get the belts back. I don't care what training you have. You got to do the fighting, not the trainer. The trainer can teach you anything and everything, but you have to go out there and apply it. But when you go out there and fight and try to apply that, and your dance partner, he ain't cooperating, then you lost. Then you have to make adjustments. Now, the thing is, do you know how to make adjustments? That's the thing. See, you got some fighters out there, no matter how much you change, no how much you get a new trainer and this and that, they still can beat you one way or another. So by him going to Robert Garcia, which Robert Garcia is a good trainer, no doubt about it. He had done a great job with a lot of, I call guest fighters like Marcos Madonna. Okay, he came over here. He needed a trainer over here. All right, so he picked out, of course, Robert Garcia. So, and he was his trainer for a while. While he was over here. So Anthony Joshua, he's looking for an American fighter that can show him how to fight the American style and not the UK style. Well, you can't learn everything in one training camp. Like I keep saying, you've been used to fighting a certain way ever since the amateurs. So now you're in the pro ranks, you still fighting the same way. You're just bigger now, that's all. And then Robert Garcia try to apply you how to use your feet, because that's what they're working on, his feet movement. But your feet is never going to be the feet of a Usyk. See, that's the thing about it. You're trying to be like Usyk. You're trying to keep up with Usyk. But sometimes when it's not there, it's not there. See, let me give you a little analogy on Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua is a big man. Anthony Joshua lifts weights, all right, as we all know and all see. Now, that's a big body to move around. That's a big body to use footwork, So that's what I'm saying. All right, that's what I'm saying. So, what's going on? 817 anyway ain't beating Scotta. All right, yes sir, but he's gonna be fighting Butler, I believe. Is that Butler you talking about? Yeah, Butler is next for undisputed. Okay, we got another undisputed about to pop off at the bantamweight division. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. So now Butler is about to get on the mix with anyway. So all right, so that's what they're talking about. Now Anthony Joshua has that which AJ physical can be anyone, but his mental makeup is in a flux. Yes, exactly. You be strong and you got the muscles and your strength and everything, but that's a lot to carry around when you find a guy that always move. That's a lot to carry around when you got a guy that's always moving and Alexander Usyk. So and that's what's going on. Now, AJ waited too long to come to the U.S. to train with the trainers and fighters. He should have did it a long time ago. Exactly. That's why he ran into a guy named Andy Ruiz. He waited too long to come to America. Then when he did come to America, cool boy Steph. Oh, yeah. Okay, why you call him Scott? Scotta? Why you call him that? Stephen Fulton, cool boy Steph. What I said. Okay. Well, anyway, all right. Who knows what 817 talk about sometimes? All right, that's my guy though. All right, but yeah, Anthony Joshua waited too late. Andy Ruiz, big guy. They expected him to lose, whatever. But Anthony Joshua, like I say, he should have been going back and forth a long time ago, like Amir Khan. Even though Amir Khan turned out to suck, but at first he was an okay fighter. Kell Brook, he did it. He went back and forth. All right. Oh, that's the nickname. Okay. All right. So I mean, so now Anthony Joshua's got Robert Garcia, but Robert Garcia, yeah, I train you. Robert Garcia, he want to make the money. I ain't mad at him. So he can teach Anthony Joshua being in his corner. But I don't think he on his good day he can beat Orzana Usyk. It's just not going to happen. So the UK people, you ain't gonna see the fire and all that, the money dropping and all that. Because I think AJ days are behind him. But if Deontay Wilder comes back, it's a good fight out there for him, and it's with Anthony Joshua. I think everybody still want to see that fight. I think that's still a good fight to have. I think he still can sell that fight. I think everybody wants to see that fight. Now, of course, it's a little bit too late now, because Anthony Joshua, if he would have made it the time that Wilder wanted to fight him, that would have been perfect. They was at the right time. They was at the right age, and neither one of them, Wilder wanted it, but Anthony Joshua didn't want no part of that shit, right? Because this dude, if he land that right hand on me, I'm out like a light, but there, so there you go, with Anthony Johnson, Orzan Usyk, and of course, Robert Garcia. Now, I want to point out something about Devin Haney. Okay, now this is the gift that's keep on giving. Now, this fight happened on Saturday night. This is just Tuesday, and they still are talking about it. I'm talking about in them rooms and circles and networks, and they still are talking about it. Now, Jeff Mayweather. Now, he wasn't hating, but he was very surprised. And the reason why I'm saying this is because Jeff Mayweather came out, and now keep in mind, Devin Haney grew up in the Mayweather gym. They kind of like adopted him, kind of. Floyd Senior did, kind of adopted him as a young guy, and so basically, Jeff, who used to be a fighter himself, because remember, Floyd, Roger, and Jeff. No, I'm sorry, Roger, his father, and Floyd. They all fought on the same card. Only one time in all their careers. They all fought on one card together in Detroit, Michigan. All right. Just food for thought. All right. Just food for thought. All right. But now Jeff Mayweather is saying that the young Devin Haney, he said that he didn't believe he can do it. He believed that he ran into a big problem. He bit off more than he can chew. This is Jeff Mayweather now. This is the brother of Roger Mayweather and also Floyd Mayweather Sr. All right, what's up, man? And that chat. Yes, sir. Triple OG of all the trainers to pick. Why the hell, Robert? No disrespect to my brown brother, but they don't learn the basics how to cut the ring off. Only defense is the high guard. Yes, he picked Robert Garcia because Robert Garcia's reputation. Robert Garcia's reputation is A1 in some people's eyes. Mikey Garcia, all right, his brothers trained him all his life, and he's very fundamental. He's very fundamental as far as ring IQ. He has an excellent ring IQ. Marcos Madonna, he showed him how to beat Floyd Mayweather, how to apply that pressure, how to pretty much let your hands go. So basically they thought they had the fight won, but they didn't see how the judge was saying it. Because the judge was, as y'all was seeing the punches land on Floyd's head, they were seeing the punches as Floyd was landing them down in the sternum, in the stomach. Every time he go to the head, Floyd counter punch, not upstairs. He go down there to the body. He get hit on the head, bam, downstairs, bam. Then Floyd started fighting better as the round go past off the rope. Better. Now, then he brought in a circle, then he started getting his bam, his groove back. Then the second, now this is when you should have a rematch. When the fight was real close. And Floyd knew the fight was real close. In some circles, he lost it. But that's why, because Floyd don't get rematches. He only gave 2 in his whole career, and that was one of them. And could still fight was another. So what he did was he rematched Marcos Madonna, and he pulled him pretty much, outclassed him and stayed off the ropes and kept it in the middle. So, so, so now, uh, 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 um, Jeff Mayweather, and I appreciate you, man, oh man. All right, thank you, brother. All right, okay. I miss you. Okay, there you go. All right, now, Jeff Mayweather, he didn't believe that Haney could get the nod on foreign soil. Okay, he thought that Haney was gonna pretty much went over his head. That he bit off more than he can chew. You know, do you know why he rematched Madonna. He won the first one clearly. Yeah, but see, Batman, Batman, man, what I'm saying, well, I see you got Batman down there, so may rest in peace. I don't know why I'm saying that, but 817, see, a lot of people didn't see it that way. Majority of the people didn't see it that way. They figured they saw Floyd looking vulnerable. All they saw was them punches bouncing off his head. So in their eyes, because they are casual fans, and some are hardcore fans, but most are casual fans, and they say, "Oh man, Floyd got beat," but they gave it to him. They gave it to him, right? So Floyd, he knows that. He hears that, and so he wants to prove because Floyd is arrogant. Okay, we know that, right? Floyd wants to be the best at everything he does. Floyd wants to let you know I got money. Floyd want to know that I am TBE. And so Floyd had to prove. He had to prove. He had to do that rematch. Not because we wanted it. He had to do it for himself. He had to do it for his soul. He got to do it for his ego. So he went in there, and yes, he did prevail. And yes, he did make it look real simple and easy. So he wanted to expose Madonna. He wanted to show Madonna that, hey, I'm finna stay off the ropes and keep your ass in the middle and box you. And that's what it was. So that's why Floyd rematched Marcos Madonna. Now, of course, like I said, Jeff Mayweather, he thought Haney had too much against him. All right. Now we know what he had against him. We know what he had against him. But Mayweather, Jeff, he didn't look at the whole big picture. This is on his show. He has a radio talk show, and he has a channel called the Mayweather channel. And so he basically is saying that Devin pretty much bit off more than he could chew. He made a bad deal, this and that. Now, sure, he was a bad deal, but I don't think he bit off more than he could chew. Because, see, in Devin mind, and anybody mind, if you do the studying, if you listen, now, and if you go back, and I can't believe this is Tuesday. We still talking about this. Why? Because this is a hot topic. This is why everybody's still talking about this fight. And don't worry, I got we're gonna be talking about some things about Earl Spence. Now, uh, um, Devin pretty much didn't bit off more than he can chew. Okay, yes, his back was against the wall. Yes, he did sign a bad contract, but sometimes you have to do what you have to do to win and to be great. Everybody can pretty much, get out the way. They dodged him. They did this and that. Some people didn't want to fight him because they knew they couldn't beat him. So basically, he saw his opportunity. Now, this is where this is going to get tricky for y'all. Bob Arum pretty much used Devin Haney. Now, let me tell you how he used him. He used him as an intern fighter. And let me explain it to you. Wow. An intern fighter is a fighter about taking the place of another fighter. Now, Follow me now. Follow this. Now, this interim fighter that he was taking his place, and he was taking who? Lomachenko place. Yeah, Lomachenko place. Now, quiet as it kept, and I just found this out, Bob Arum had a deal with Lomachenko. It was all planned before he went over there for the war. It was all planned. He went over there. But before he went, Bob told him, well, whoever the winner will be, then you get first shot. No problem. Now, when can you leave? And they got that straightened out with the Ukraine government when he can pull out, and he can pull out. He can pull out anytime. And all this came out yesterday. I found out. Then Bob said, okay. Now, first of all, you got a rematch clause that Devin Haney contractual got to do, unless Cambosa don't want to do it, which the Australian government is not going to do it because the fight wasn't nowhere near like they thought it was going to be. And plus the riot outside the stadium that they not talking about. They only talk about us outside the Barclays Center, like people like Fred, but Fred ain't talking about Australia, though. Oh, he ain't talking about that, right? Because if we talk about that, then he had to talk about his wife or whatever, right? Hey, he put it out there. I didn't. Fair use. Fair use. Fair use. All right. So therefore, Bob said, hey, look here. All right, you go to the war. How long you gonna stay? And he said, blah blah blah. All right, so they worked it out where he can go in there and leave. Now, most soldiers can't do that shit, but Lomachenko had done that. See, this is the thing that pretty much pissed me off about boxing. Boxing always show favoritism. What is it about Lomachenko that you get a title shot after 3 fights? Ain't that a bitch? But anyway, they pretty much set it up. So what they did was say, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to make Devin Haney pretty much the interim stand-in fighter for you. All right? Now, Ludabella, he knew Devin Haney could beat Cambosa. Come on, let's not be, no. That's why they didn't want to fight him. So Bob said, okay, I tell you what, whoever wins, which pretty much would be Devin, and then once he come home, and might not be a rematch clause, I don't know, he might activate it or not. Then next thing you know, boom, here comes Lomachenko. Lomachenko coming home. All Bob got to do is say the word, and then he can leave when he wants to, because it's already been worked out. It's already been worked out. You can leave anytime you want to. He could have got there on Sunday and left goddamn Monday if he wanted to. So he's pretty much playing. So therefore, here you go. Here you go. All right. So now Devin, he can't go fight who he wants. Right? That's if Cambosa don't reactivate the contract. Okay? I mean, rematch. Which would be stupid to do because you're not going to beat Devin no matter what adjustments you make. Now, your dad said you should have been more aggressive. No, that's going to make Devin be more mobile. That's all. And give you that lateral move and still pop that stick on your ass while you're moving. Something like an Ali style. So that's not going to work. So basically, now Devin Haney is still a top-ranked fighter. So Bob loved in-house fighting. So hey, Lomo, yeah, hey, come on home, baby. All right, let's get this together. All right, I'll be on the next flight. There you go. It was all a setup for Devin to be the interim replacement. Okay? See, Bob is a slick son of a bitch. He is. He been doing this shit for 20, 30 fucking years. So therefore, he got the belts. He got the belts in top rank because Devin Haney is a top ranked fighter. And I guarantee you, once Devin Haney has fulfilled his contractual duties with Top Rank. Now, if he do still have the belts, then he ain't leaving without them belts. Trust me, he's not. He is not leaving with those belts. I'm sorry. He's not going to leave with those belts because Bob is not going to allow. See, the whole scheme was for Bob to have Devin or whoever to bring the belts home to Top Rank. Now, he told Lomachenko, all right? See, Lomachenko, if people didn't think he can get in and get out of that war, well, he can. It was all set up before he went. Now, I found this out, like I said yesterday. And shout out to my guy, New Media Today, U.S. Boxing. What's going on, my brother? Yes, sir. Shout out to the state of Florida, baby. Yes, sir. Man, it is 60 degrees here in Chicago. Man, oh, man. Ooh-wee. All right. Game of Thrones. We are Winterfell. Wow. Yes, sir. Just shout out to my brother KQKC. Hit the like button for the OG. Yes, sir. I appreciate you, baby. I appreciate you. All right. So basically, so the young brother, Devin Haney, he did what they knew he was gonna do. So he came home and brought the belts. Now, one thing about it is that with Cambosa activate that rematch clause. That's the only thing they're working on. Now, we understand Wilder and Fury, it was kind of close. You got knocked down here, he got knocked down. Okay, I understand all that. Okay, we get that. Okay. But now, is it worth the rematch? Really? Now I know the judges had him winning 4 rounds, but is it really worth the rematch? And they probably gave him 2 of them, just because he was the hometown guy. So is it really worth that? Huh? I think not. And I think the Australian government is not going to give up no more money. I think it was 10 million they gave up to help with the fight. Because he asked for help and this and that. They ain't going to do that shit again. Because it was a wash. Now, here come Lomachenko. Now, everybody now, they saying, well, they're kind of like on the disrespectful side of Devin Haney. Yes, he's the youngest, undisputed, at the 4-belt era. Now, ESPN, they say he number 10. That's a lie. Lopez was never undisputed. They're trying to say Lopez and Cambosa was undisputed. That's a lie. It was only 7 guys have done it thus far. Canelo and Jermall, the last 2 that did it. Then you got Terrence Crawford, Jermaine Taylor, Josh Taylor, and you got Bernard Hopkins, which Jermaine Taylor beat Hopkins to get that belt and be undisputed also. Huh? You cannot, and I'm going to say it again, you cannot rewrite history. Yeah, I get it. ESPN is one of the biggest sports platforms with baseball, basketball, football, and sometimes boxing. But you're not going to rewrite history, son. You're not going to do it. You can't do it. So, if you want to keep on saying like you tried that same fucking trick with Lomachenko, he's undefeated when Salido beat his ass. Huh? Y'all be on some bullshit sometimes. I told you. I call balls and goddamn strikes over here. And ESPN, and you are from the USA. And so, and that was really, really, gets me. You know what? And another thing, I thought it was funny. You know what Jamel said? No, what them damn drums said now? And I saw them drums in the street when the UK was acting, Australia was acting a goddamn fool. You know, I said, damn, what them drums said now? But see, ain't nobody talking about that though. They ride and they did everything after the Cambodia lost. You know, but they only talk about the Barclays Center though, right? That's right. So now, Devin is undisputed, right? Now, I hear names like Shakira Stevenson. I hear names like Gervonta Davis. Now, now, keep this in mind. This is Monday. Today is Tuesday. This is Monday. Someone asked me, and this is really tripping me out. Now listen to this. They say, who you think is the best at lightweight? What? What? Who is the best at lightweight, KQ? Who you think? Well, right now, Devin got all the belts. So when you say he's the best, or he made the best moves, because I think, Gervonta Davis, yes, he put asses in the seats. Yes, he does. The great Emmanuel Stewart said, hey, knockout sells. Yes. Though he told Adonis Stevenson. Yes, it does. But right now, when you have all the belts in the Ring magazine, you can say Devin Haney is number one. Now, you want to get into all this particulars and, in this category, that category. Hey, what's behind curtain number one? What's behind curtain number two? Right? Sure, you got guys like Floyd as a defensive fighters, and you got some guys that will walk your ass down like Earl Spence. And you got some guys that will fight your ass on the outside like Terrence Crawford. Everybody got a different style. Everybody knows how to fight where they're comfortable at. That's why I laugh when people say, well, why Devin? And this is ESPN commentator Joe Torstry. Well, I think that Haney should get a little more aggressive. I think he should take a little more chances. What for? What the hell for? Why would you take chances and what you're doing is working? He pumping that stick. He pumping that jab. So why are you going to sit there and that's working and you're going to sit there and make adjustments and take a chance and get knocked the fuck out? Huh? I'm not saying that he would have because he has a better ring IQ. But you know how Campbell was throwing in there. You know he was throwing everything hard. And sometimes shit get fly right by your ass. Because a dangerous fighter is what? A wild throwing fighter. A unskilled fighter. Those are the most dangerous. Shit. Man, come on now. Now, Mike Carpenter is claiming anyway is number one. Well, he claiming that by pound for pound. Anyway is a bantamweight. So, but he pretty much trying to say he's number one on, pound for pound, whatever. But everybody pound for pound is kind of different. But I just don't like the way he people are saying about that. Man, give him his his respect. Give him his respect. So that's all I ask. Give the man his just due. So but Mano, and that super chat. Yes, sir. He said, I've been on the front line in combat. Loma ain't fired one damn shot. Loma will be considered a war hero. Yeah. And Devin Williams' excuse will be Lomo was too small and inactivity was too long. Yes, it was. But like they say, and I think everybody got Lomachenko's number. I really do. They knows he know how to throw and fall out to the right or to the left, and he try to steps around and hit you, from the side. and if you fast enough, you could turn with him, and that's his MO. And I think a lot of people have his number. And when you're young, like a young Devin Haney, who's only 23, well, probably about 24 by that time, but he's still young. And so, I mean, hey, it is what it is. Oh, my man, Coach, new media today. Man, Florida stand up. All right. He said Devin Haney is the number one guy. He's undisputed. Thank you. Whether you like his style or not. Thank you. That style made him undisputed, and there's no dispute about that. Thank you. Like I said, and I'm quite sure, Coach, can understand that a lot of fighters get away from the jab, but Devin used it correctly. He used it very, very methodically, and he stayed on it. So why would you change it if it's working? If you're stopping Cambosa in his track? I remember Cambosa trying to jump and feint and come in, and that jab went right in his forehead and stopped him like bam, like that. So I mean, it was just another day in the school. It was another gym class for his ass. That's all it was. But you're right. When you have all the belts, you're undisputed at that weight class. You are the number one guy. You are the number one guy. Now the WBA is saying this. The WBA is saying that, wait a minute, hold on now. Okay, we get first shot at the mandatories. Y'all think about mandatories already? Boy, y'all motherfucker, boy. Y'all some greedy son of bitches. Because y'all trying to see, y'all like the fifth graders. Y'all trying to count and see how many I get. They see, okay, how much money we get it with the mandatories? Because see, don't belts, you win them, but you still got to pay for them. You see, you see what I mean? You still got to pay for it. Now, with that franchise bill, I said, if he got that, I said, hey, you know what? Get that shit back. Because they ain't going to do you no good anyway. They're not going to let you use it like Canelo used it. So get that shit back, really. So it ain't no damn good. At first they say it's not transferable. All it is for all your great accomplishments in the sport of boxing. Oh, okay. But Lomachenko said, can I have one? Please? Can I have one? And so they gave him one. So all you gotta do is just ask for one and hand it out, right? No, they won't. Only to Lomachenko. He gets special treatment. So it is what it is. So now don't think Bill and Devin are stupid. It's something in it for them too now. I'm quite sure. I'm very quite sure it's something in it for them. So, but okay, we're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna keep it moving, baby. All right. I just thought I'd tell you that. Okay, and for food for thought, and of course, like I said about Jermall. Okay, and like I say, I put that video up because I got a call and said that the fight was postponed, and I'm like, wow, okay, and what's the problem? Well, they said somebody's back or something. I said, man, no, you gotta let me know something. Because they was on the phone canceling the fight at that time. I said, man, put me on hold. Cause I want to make sure if I say something, I don't want to make a fool out of myself. Right. So he said, yeah, they canceled it, and Jermall hurt his back running. Okay. And what the fuck you hurt his back running? Shit. It ain't like I run it, every day. Shit. Shit. Yeah, I ain't ran it, I don't know how long. Right. Last time I ran, I think it was from the police. I don't know. But anyway, so I said, damn, but then again, oh baby, then again, because sometimes these streets be talking to you. These streets be calling you, right? So they said, man, them tickets ain't selling. Them tickets ain't selling at the Toyota Center in Houston, Texas. They're not selling. And now, I give him benefit of the doubt. Now, if I would have called Ronnie, I didn't get this from Ronnie now. Because Ronnie ain't going to tell me nothing like that. I know him. He ain't going to tell me nothing like that. But now I can ask him, how the ticket was doing. Now, he'll tell you that. Shit, he'll tell you that. But he ain't going to tell you nothing about his fighters. So. But Jermall, you needed that fight. You needed that fight to show everyone what level you're on. You need that fight because you need to move your ass up. I love the Charlos. Y'all know that. But you know I call balls and strikes. Now, Jermall, ball all day long. Jermall, you fucking strike. You got to do something, son. You're making me look bad out here. You need to move up to 168. I get it. You're a champion at 160. But it's nothing there for you. You need to move up to 168. You get the best fight. Stop waiting on Cano. That ain't no. He his uh his fan base has dropped tremendously off of one fight. Ain't that something? After one fight, damn, y'all must didn't really love him anyway. So, but anyway, cause I rather my fighter do the good, bad, and the thunder. You know, So yeah, he got his ass whooped tonight. I'll tell him that. But he'll do better next time. Some shit like that. But man, they kick Canelo to the curb like round 13. Bam, get out of here. So, but Jermall, hey man, you got to get out there. You need to fight David Benavidez or Demetrius Andrade. Demetrius Andrade ain't been fighting nobody. He dropping out. He dropped out, and then your ass is dropping out. Now, when y'all asses drop back in, y'all asses should fight. Yeah, that's just my personal opinion. Now, I don't know how y'all think about it, but that's how I feel. Shit. What's going on, Ricky 25? Talk to me. What's happening? He said this would be a good time for Marrionhanson Charlo to make the Andre fight. Thank you. Wow. Thank you. Great minds must think alike, baby. Wow, wow, wow. Great mind must think alike. Because you're right. This is a good time, right? Because, see, Selecki, he's here in Chicago. Do y'all remember a guy named Andrew Fanfara who fought Adonis Stevenson? Knocked him down? Big Polish guy? Well, see, lucky we have a big Polish community here. And Andrew Fanfara is a trainer now. And he's training Silucky here in Chicago. So, like I say, a big Polish community. So it's a lot of good Polish fighters over here. But you're not going to know who they are until you pretty much, see them fight. So what's going on? Everything boxing is in the building. Hey, Mr. Mechanical, what's going on, baby? Salute to you. All right, make sure everybody hit the like button. All right, yes, sir. Make sure you hit the like button. All right, now, and now, one thing about it is, now, Selecki. Now, will he get another opportunity? Now, I don't know, but this is a good time. Like Rick said, it's a good time for Demetrius Andrade and Jermall Charlo. I don't know what is the issue. I don't know what's the problem with you, Jermall. Now, Demetrius Andrade, he wants to fight, no doubt about it. Now, what happened in the past with Rock Nation, all that other bullshit, that's it. All right. Now, Demetrius Andrade was a good amateur fighter. He had some stumbling blocks with Rock Nation, Banner Promotions. He had some big issues with that. But now he landed with the zone, and now, hey, listen, both of you all been fighting pretty much. I ain't gonna, nobody's. Goddamn it, I'm sorry, nobody's. So now you all can make each other great. Now, both of you all need to find each other in the ring. Both of you all make a good dance partner, not tomorrow, but right goddamn now. Because this is what you need, Jermall. This is what you need to elevate your career. Win, lose, or draw. Always fans gonna respect a fighter that would take chances. What's going on, Flower 22, my love, my grace, my queen? So all fighters, they're gonna take a risk. Gonna fight the best. If they lose, you still gonna get that respect. One thing, let's say Henderson. Remember Henderson? Morrell fought him. Well, Henson said, hey, I ain't coming to lie down. I'm not coming here to get no damn check. I'm going to be fighting. And what he do? He fought. He fought. And I mean, he fought and he counterpunched and he did a great job. But he lost. But I guarantee you his phone going to be ringing again. You feel me? It's still, his phone still going to be ringing again. Because he fought off the ropes. Because he wanted to see where the punches was coming from. Because, in the center of that ring, punches was coming everywhere from Morrell. I think, yeah, Morrell. So, so he pretty much back, and he was counterpunching. And he didn't give up. The referee stopped the fight. So, I have to respect that. I got to respect that. That's one thing about it is, you got to bet on yourself. Do it take a 23-year-old to show guys how to take that chance? And that's what got me so befuddled. How the hell a 23-year-old can teach an old fighter that been doing this for so long? How can a 23-year-old can show them how to take a chance on themselves, how to bet on their skills? And I think this is what boxing should be going to, or going towards. The best fighting the best. Hell, 147. That's a deep division. 130 to 140. Oh, man, that turned out to be a glamour division. You got Shakur Stevenson. He wants to fight Gervonta Tank Davis. Bob Arum said that's a fight that he can get behind. Now, I don't know how Al gonna feel about it, or Floyd, because, Bob sometimes is full of shit, but I think that fight can get made. Because Gervonta Davis, first of all, Leonard Ellerbe, something fucking wrong with you, dude. Because, when you call a fighter attraction, like he's a fucking roller coaster or something like that, Great America, you sitting there saying that, well, Gervonta Davis, we want to make him an attraction, right? You want to make him a motherfucking monkey or somebody at a damn circus or something, right? Or you want to make money and put asses in the seats? Or do you want him to sit there and be an undisputed champion, something like that? Which one is it, Leonard? Because you're full of shit, though, sometimes. You remind me of a big-ass Ryan Garcia. That's what you remind me of. And now, while we own Mayweather Promotions, I might as well go ahead and talk about this shit. All right? We're all talking about Earl the Truth Spence Jr. and none other than Bud Crawford. All right? Now, of course, Earl Spence and Mike Copperhead, whatever his name is, or whatever. All right? Now, they are saying this fight is just about done. This fight is just about ready to go. All right? And we are shooting for October. Now, both guys are in training as we speak. And Earl said, yes, I think we're close to a close deal. Okay, fine. Now, that was one day. I think last week, something like that. All right, but Floyd Mayweather always got to have the limelight. Now, I'm not going to take nothing away from Floyd, because he was a bad son in that ring. There's one thing about Floyd. He was a great defensive fighter when he was Money Mayweather and Pretty Boy. I like Pretty Boy better because Pretty Boy took more risks and Pretty Boy was more hungry. Then when he came Money Mayweather, then he became a boxing diva. All right? Now, if I can say that. All right? Now, of course, now, here comes Floyd. Floyd, you're not that guy anymore. I'm sorry. Floyd, you are irrelevant right now. I'm sorry. And I hate to say this, but Leonard Ellerbe is getting more shine than your ass. But for you to come out and say that, hey, look, don't believe those rumors, all right? Don't believe those rumors. That fight is not going to happen right now. There's nothing going on with that fight right now. Who the hell are you? Like that tape that Black Pipe fan had played when he interviewed Earl Spence long time ago. He asked him, who is really over your contract? Who really handles your business and who you know all that other good shit, right? He said, ain't nobody. I call my own shots. Now, I don't know if Floyd wants y'all to respect him still. I don't know if Floyd just want to get in the mix. I don't know. But one thing about it is, no, Floyd, you always want to show up when the fire is hot, when something's going on. He always want to show up about something. So when somebody tweets something, say, hey, look, they are close to a deal, and we are ready to make that deal happen, right? Now, it's just one hurdle we got to get over, and I don't know what that is. But when Earl Spence come right behind him, not the next day, the same goddamn day, and say, hey, look, he's right. Yes, we are close. And yes, it will happen this year. He said, only way it will not happen if it will be on Crawford's side. Because Earl said, my side, we are ready. Okay? Now, and I think that Bud Crawford is ready too. But Floyd, it takes Floyd to always play these fucking games. He have done it his whole career. He just was kind of slick at this shit. But this is what pisses me off. You try to screw with the fans' head. You try to screw with people's emotions. You see, this ain't nothing to play with. See, you got money. A lot of people's in positions like me and whoever else in the chat. You know, we have to plan shit out. We got to plan money, bills, and where to go out. Because you fucking plan around. We got to set aside a date in October. Because that's what they're shooting for. October. And this is per Earl the True Spence Jr. So, therefore, when your little ass come out and sit there and try to tell us it's not true, don't believe it, then what the hell you saying? Now, I can see you say, hey, Al, what's going on with the Spence fight, this and that? You know, first of all, ain't none of your goddamn business. But I thought about it. Oh, I thought about it. I said, man, listen here. When Floyd always say, man, I make smart investments. Can one of them be what? PBC? Huh? Can one of them be PBC? Is that one of the smart investments? But still, if it was, like Earl said, Al advised him, but he makes the final decision on his own career. So stop fucking with our emotions, Floyd. Stop fucking with our mentality, Floyd. So let this happen without your interruption. We shouldn't be doubting Earl Spence. We shouldn't be doubting they shoot for October. We shouldn't be listening to your ass. Man. All right, who you talking to, Bat 817? If you don't think he bothered about Earl doing something in the division he was in and never did, and then I got some oceanfront property, I hope. Yes, he's very bothered. See, Floyd Mayweather, you know, and no, don't get me wrong. Y'all don't get KQKC, Boxing Network, wrong, all right? That's my house phone ringing. Don't pay no attention to it. I still got a house phone, all right? Okay? All right? Just for the old guys that, had my number 20 years ago and stuff, they still call sometimes and telemarketers. But anyway, now listen. Floyd is the type of guy, and I'm not going to take nothing away from his career because his career been spot on, right? Now, but one thing I will take from him, all right? He got female tendencies. And I'm talking about female tendencies, not mannerisms. I'm talking about thinking process. All right? You know, it's called jealousy, right? Because they are fighting in the same weight class he fought in for years. And now he didn't go undisputed. He didn't go that route. Now these two guys are going undisputed. Now, he didn't like it when Canelo did it. Of course he did it. But he didn't care because it wasn't his weight class. But now he cares because why? First of all, they black. And they stand to make a lot of money. And they stand to be undisputed. That means that one person has all the goddamn belts, Floyd. Not going to 154 grab one, go to 147 grab one. No. They're going to have all at one time. So, see, Floyd, he the type of motherfucker that any little thing, and he might be my first wife, right? She's a petty little something bitch. She was, all right? You know, she, every little goddamn thing, inch by inch, step by motherfucking step, she always had something to say, right? So, you know, that wasn't gonna work out too great anyway, right? And shit, man, you know, I don't think the goddamn bath water got cold before I got down and say, man, you know, I'm out of here. Shit, God damn it. So that's how Floyd is. So Floyd don't like happiness, right? He don't like no other fighters surpassing him or doing something that he did not do. I mean, come on, y'all got to see it. Y'all got to see it. I mean, it been there. It's just that it hasn't surfaced in a long time because ain't nobody did shit in a long time at 147. But Bud Crawford, but Earl Spence. Yes, you can win a belt here. You can win a belt goddamn there because Floyd did it. But now they are going for all the gusto. They're going for all the belts. I'm talking about at one goddamn time, right? Floyd never did that. Sure, you can be 50-0, and that can be that can be disputed too. All right. So you know we can say maybe it's like more like 48-0. I mean 48-2. All right, because I know two that shit. Okay. Now, all right. What's up, that mean? What's going on, baby? Yes, sir. Hold up, OG. Don't take it too personal. I ain't taking it too personal. I'm just saying, sometimes, you know, some people need to shut the fuck up, you know, and let what happens. You know, don't shit on my goddamn birthday cake. Don't shit on my celebration. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You know, if Earl said it, then you know it got to be true. When have you ever known Earl Spence to fuck us around? Huh? When have you ever known Earl Spence to sit there and lie and tell some goddamn wild ass motherfucking stories? Huh? When? I don't know. Never. Because he's not that type of guy. He's a laid back, chilled out dude. He don't talk about his money. Floyd talk about his money all day long. Hell, he sit on the bed and count the shit out and let you look at it. You know, I mean, you know, see, sometimes, you know, it's called motherfucking common motherfucking sense. It's called motherfucking morals. That's what it's called. Oh, I'm sorry, Floyd ain't got none. So when you sit there and try to pretty much downgrade another fighter, and I'm talking about Bud Crawford too. All right, you can love either one or loathe either one. But the main thing is let these two young men work this shit out and work what's left to work out. Make sure all the I's are dotted and all the T's are motherfucking crossed and shut the fuck up and get the fuck out the way because you don't own Bud or you don't Earl. All right? Because Earl already goddamn said that. So please, stop trying to act like you a boss of all bosses. You're not. You're not. Okay? You over there at Floyd Mayweather promotions, all right? And that ain't hitting on shit anyway, all right? Because you got fighters over there ain't fought in I don't know how long. You look at them, they got cobweb in their asses. That's what it is. That's what they do. So, I mean, let's be honest, all right? Floyd ain't that type of guy. You know, he ain't gonna sit there and try to sit there and say, hey, he's a good fighter, man. Yes, man. Yeah, this fight is almost. No, he ain't like that. He's all negative. He's all negative till it comes to him. Right? Remember, Canelo. Yeah, Canelo. Yeah, he dipped in them steroids. Yes, he did. Hey, we ain't gonna go too far with this shit. All right, so, shit, let's call it like it said. Balls and strikes, goddamn it. Balls and strikes. All right. So that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So Earl Spence, Chance Bud Crawford, they are close to this fight being complete. All right. Now, don't pay no attention what Floyd is doing or saying. That's all I'm saying. Because Floyd is going to try to throw a monkey wrench in anything that was good for the sport of boxing. Boxing is coming back. Boxing is heating up. Earl Spence is ready to go. Earl Spence is doing his thing. Terrence Bud Crawford is doing his thing. Bud Crawford was undisputed. You can't take that away from him. Now he's at 147. And he still, no matter who he fought, when he fought, he's still an undefeated fighter. So you got two guys. Somebody gonna have to go. And hopefully it could be in October. All right. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm not taking anything from Floyd. All right. It's just that sometimes Floyd, he had to inject himself in some bullshit, right? That don't even concern him. You know, that's what makes me so mad. You know, So and one thing about it, please don't get it twisted. Floyd has nothing but respect from me as a fighter. As a fighter, he had did the impossible as far as going undefeated. The amount of money he made, how he pretty much took them to the bank and cashed in. I mean, I respect that. I respect how he fought as Pretty Boy Floyd. I respect that. And one thing about it, as Money Mayweather, I respect that too, because then that's when he turned into the diva Floyd, and we kind of tolerated it, because he was Floyd Mayweather. And I'm not going to take his boxing skills from him because he's a damn great defensive fighter. And before that, before he became a full defensive fighter, he became a defensive fighter because of his hands, but still in all, he still was a good fighter regardless. So I'll remember, he said the toughest fight he had was with Augusta. I forgot her name, Augusta, whatever her name is. He said that was his toughest fight of his career. So, I remember things that Floyd has said and done, but this is unacceptable. This is very unacceptable. These are two young men, and they are both are not getting no younger. Terrence Bud Crawford is 35 years old, and of course, Earl Spence is not too far behind him in his 30s. So therefore, they're about to make the most money they ever made in their career. And how dare you? How dare you just interject yourself in the conversation and say, no, don't believe nothing. That's a lie. So you're going to call a man, Earl Spence, the one that has control of his own career. He already said it. And that it's a lie. That's very disrespectful. Not to me, but to Earl. Emmanuel Gusser. Thank you, Joe Smoke. All right. Appreciate you. Yeah, Emmanuel Gusser. He said that was his hardest fight. All right. That was his hardest fight of his career. That was the very first. And of course, Gennaro, he respected him because he gave him his shot. That was his first win as a champion. So, I mean, don't get it twisted. I like Floyd Mayweather as a fighter and everything, but goddamn it, as a diva, oh, he sucks. As a promoter, he sucks. Sometimes we good at one thing and we bad at the other, but we still try to do what we bad at. We still trying to, fake the funk like we're good at it. No, we're not. Leonard Allaby, you're not good at being a promoter either. So I mean, you gotta call shit like it is. And that's one thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna call motherfuckers out on bullshit. Now, if I like you, you my fighter and my favorite fighter, I'm gonna call your bullshit out too. Because if we don't do that, then we're doing a disservice to the boxing community. We're doing a disservice to ourselves. And one thing about it is that if we don't call out bullshit, balls and strikes, then they gonna keep on doing the shit. Ain't that right, Southpaw? Of boxing. What to do, baby? What to do? Now, but let's get back to let's not get back to, but let's talk about Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson. Yeah, this fight was just thrown around in conversation and in an interview. All right. Now, they interviewed Shakur Stevenson at the Gervonta Davis fight that night. And when they interviewed Shakur Stevenson, he said, yeah, man, me and Tank, we could be just like Floyd and Manny and Earl and Bud. We are both, top of our game in our division. You know, and pretty much now, old Bob, Bob is open to making that fight. Now, watch this. Watch Floyd. Watch Floyd. What he does. Because like I say, they want to make a monkey out of him. They want to make a Six Flag roller coaster out of him. They want to make him an attraction, right? So, come see the greatest boxer in the world, Gervonta Davis. Yeah, he ain't fighting nobody, but he gonna be an attraction. See, I'm not with that. No, let's make him a champion. You see? Let's make him a champion. Not an attraction. Sure, he put asses in the seats. Okay, I get that. He put asses in the seats. So I get that. Oh, this thing is swinging. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Hold on. Oh, my cord swinging. Okay. So, like I say, he put ass in the seat. Now, okay, Victor, tell me, baby. I see you say OG. Oh, no, OG. You wrong about Leonard. He good on promoting tank fighting C-level fighters. Yeah. Yeah. And brainwash you and thinking Tank can beat all the top dogs without fighting them. Yeah, you know what? You're right about that. I will admit that. You're right about that. Let me see. He always say that Tank is the best in the world. Tank can beat anybody at any time in the world. That's what he feels. That's what he believes. Now, I will admit, Gervonta Davis, he do put asses in the seats. He does have a fan base, young fan base, because he's young and he's kind of like, I ain't gonna say out there, but what's going on, Ax? I ain't seen you in a while, man. What's up? The jabbery. All right, salute to you. P.S. What's going on with you, brother? Salute to you. All right, Bruce Gold. What's happening with you? All right, salute to you, my man. All right, so yeah, I can feel Leonard Ellerby. He always doing Gervonta Davis like that. Now, this is the thing about Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson said that yes, Gervonta Davis hit harder than me. Yes, I hit hard, but I got respect for power. But I can outthink Tank, and I can beat him. Now, of course, Tim Bradley agreed with him too, because they're best friends. They are besties. All right. So, of course, he's gonna say that. But then again, also, Gervonta Davis is not taking the risk that he should be taking. Mike Biggs Boxing. What's going on, baby? And make sure y'all subscribe to Mike Big Boxing. All right. Good channel over there. Make sure y'all go over there and subscribe to him. Big ups to him. All right. And I hope you're having a great week, Mike. All right. What's on Wild? Yes, sir. You're gonna touch me with Wild once you get a chance. All right. So that's how I see it. Floyd, just pretty much just stay away. You know. Najee said Tank is the mandatory their belts. Okay, good. Now this is where it's kind of tricky. Cause we know that mandatories, trump unifications. Okay. Now, first of all, Bob said he got first dibs. Okay. Now, what are you saying about that? I don't know. I don't know about first dibs. Okay. Hold on. Let me tighten this up. I see that thing saying something. Hold on. Ugh. Okay. Okay. Just 1 second. Okay. Okay. I pulled it out. Okay. There we go. Okay. All right. So, yeah. So, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, but first of all, Bob got first dibs. Okay, can remember he's under a contract with Bob. Now, some people saying 5. I don't understand what they're saying about that. Maybe they counting one fight that he had Saturday night, the rematch, and the 3 fights he had to give, but he don't have to get 3 fights. The rematch is not guaranteed because if I was Cambosa, I won't even want to take it because I won't want to look bad again in front of my country. So that's that. But still, in all, Devin Haney is a big lightweight. Now I was expecting him to move up to 140. Now when I don't know, but he is a big lightweight. Now he was easily make weight, no problem. All right. No problem at all. He can make weight. All right. Okay. MDA, most of all, what's happening with you, baby? Salute to you. All right. He said, OG, the fact is, most fighters, Floyd fought, are just like tanks. They're surpassed their prime and C plus, C minus after their first, second defeats. Canelo is an exceptional. Okay. Cotto was a risk only. Okay. Now, Canelo, you can't say he's exceptional because Canelo is not really a boxer. Canelo don't even deserve what he got. Really, to me, that's no hate on him. But if you can't throw a jab, if you can't move your feet and do any lateral movement back and forth, if you just flat foot and just go in this and that, and and I don't consider you a boxer, a pound for pound. What Canelo did was he tried to beat the system. And he did. He did. Oscar showed him how. And he did. And he took that and ran with it. He knew how to pretty much dodge his mandatories. The guys like Demetrius Andrade. The guys that can move. that can box. I won't call Canelo a boxer. I will call him an opportunist in the boxing community. And because he played it so well. So I mean, sure, you can find anybody with a belt like Rocky Fielding. Nobody knows about Rocky fucking Fielding till he came and said, "Oh, I'm fighting him. Yeah, I'm fighting him." And don't say Callum Plant. He's a guy. He's a slick fighter. No, he's not. He's not a slick fighter. You know. But that's why I never consider Canelo, and plus he's a drug chief. So I mean, all that mixed in one. You can't compare him to no fighter really, because he's not really And Demetrius Bivol, all he did was box. That's all, just box. That's all he did. No spectacular game plan. No, oh, we can do this. Oh, we can do no, nothing. All he did was did the 101 boxing 101. That's it. Yeah, or you're there. You're right, Rick. Or you're there. No, it's just that not Earl, that Canelo was just slick. He knew how to move in and out without getting running into the big tough guys. But when he did run into the tough big guys like Demetrius Bivol, he got a lesson. So I mean, you can't never ever use his name and boxing in the same sentence, in my opinion, because he's not sticking that jab, he's not on his toes, he's not doing none of the things that a real, a true, and pure boxer would do. So, and plus, he's a drug cheat. So that's why he's not on a lot of people pound for pound list. What's up, pugilism and politics with brother David 3S? What's going on, baby? So that's how. So that's how I always looked at him. So, and that's how I see when I see Canelo Alvarez. No. I mean, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to hate on him. I'm just giving you the facts. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. Shit. Yes, Canelo just been a guy that had a plan, and he initiated it, and he did it correctly. Okay, JD, what I think about Tank versus Haney? You said Haney versus Tank. Okay. Uh, uh, First of all, that's a good fight. Okay, but there's some difference there, and this is what I'm saying. This is what people were asking me about. What was it? Yesterday, Sunday. Yesterday and Sunday, whatever. They said, "Well, who you got as number one?" Well, of course, Devin Haney is number one because he's undisputed. But they was trying to allude into, well, what about the so-called not the four kings, but like Gervonta Davis, Shakur Stevenson, like that. That's what they really were trying to say. And now Tank and Haney, okay, both are fundamentally sound. Now, one punch harder than the other. Now, if we seen Saturday, Dev can take a punch. Yeah, he can take a punch. Gervonta Davis can take a punch. Now, one thing that I would give Gervonta Davis an advantage if they would fight is because he's smaller. He is smaller than Devin. Why? Because he can know how to get on the inside. He's fast also. He's fight better on the back foot. So even though Bill is my friend, but I have to be honest. I won't be a boxing fan. I just be a fanboy. I think Tank can beat Devin Haney if that fight ever materialized. But Floyd want to keep it in house. So, but how you gonna keep something in house? Ain't nobody over there in house unless you talking about PBC as a whole. What's going on? Pugilism and politics with brother David X. Alhamdulillah. Yes, sir. And that chat. All right. Thank you for calling the fights. Me and my son prefer you over those funny acting announcers. Hey, man, I appreciate it. Yeah, tell your son hello, all right? And I appreciate you. I appreciate your support, brother. Yes, sir. But, and Boston's funny like that. All right. So is the whole car. So is the whole car canceled? Yes, it is, Nick. Nick. And there was somebody called Nick. Neat. Nick. I don't know. Right. Yeah, the whole card is canceled. Frank Martin fight is canceled. The whole card is canceled. Okay, but they will. I call it canceled, but it's postponed. Okay, it's postponed to another date. Now, Nick, I see you probably just got here, or you might listen. I don't know, but what I hear, okay, what I hear is that the fights wasn't selling. Okay, the tickets wasn't selling like they should have been. This is what I'm hearing. Okay, the tickets wasn't selling, and therefore, they kind of went to, okay, well, he hurt his back running. Now, I'm not saying they're lying or anything. Maybe he did hurt his back. I don't know. But when he broke the story, then I got a call and said, "Hey, man, he's finna cancel this fight." And I said, "Man, I'll hold on because I want to make sure. Why they calling the cancel fight? I want to make sure they do it. Because I don't want to go out there and look like a dummy and put a video out. So I waited. I held on, and he said, "Yeah, they canceled." So that's why I was the first one to do the video, because I just happened to be on the phone with the guy that was inside the camp of Jermall. So, and now another thing, okay? Now, allegedly, just food for thought, allegedly, before the Jermall and Castano fight, all right? Now, I don't want to put that out here, but, it's over with now and everything is okay. Now, Jermall and Derrick James, Jermall and Derrick James, they got into a spat. They got into it and don't know what it was about. But Jermall left and went back to Ronnie Shields. Yeah. And one of Ronnie Shields' guys was training Jermall for a while on pad work. And Jermall and Derrick James, they sat out, they talked it out. And I don't know what the issue was, but it was a big blowout over there at Derrick James' gym. Now, once they worked it out, and the guy that helped him with the pad work, hey, he said, "Man, look here. Jermall left and he got this fight coming up with Castano, man. Look, I don't do shit for free. So Derrick James paid him for his pad work, like, a gentleman and good trainer should do. Thank you for keeping my trainer on track, my fight on track." And he knew he was gonna go back to Derrick James. But all this was, on a hush hush, you know, so so I didn't want to say anything about it, because I don't even supposed to know about it, and so now they back together and they went on with the fight and won. And the young man that did the pad work, I don't want to call his name out because y'all definitely know who he is. All right. Well, he's saying that, he's not even getting the credit at all. Derrick James is getting all the shine, which, he did most of the work, Derrick James. I didn't want to tell him that. He just did the pad work to keep Jermall loose, so, but it had a big, big fight. Don't know what it's about, you know. So that's why I was going to do a video about it, but I don't want to get on Derrick James' bad side by saying that, because it's just certain things you do out of just proper etiquette. You know, I can tell you all by mouth, but I'm not gonna put it out there by video. Okay, and this is facts. This is coming from someone inside the Shields gym. So he went on there with his brother. You know, and so Derrick James got him out of Houston fast, very fast. He got him out of there. He drove to Houston, got him out of there fast. So, and now, everything's okay. And, back with Derrick James, everything's fine. And he won the fight. And he became undisputed. So, now, I don't know what it's about, but we all know that the Charlos, that's my favorite fighters, they emotional. They are very emotional. And like I said, you come from the same DNA. Both of the guys going to be the same way. And and they can get on your skin. They can get on your skin. You know, they can get under your skin, and that's one thing about it. You got to tolerate them, or you have to, sit there and say, "Man, look here, you have to chill the fuck out," or something like that. And they 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 hear shit like that. All right, they hear shit like that. So that's that's the story of that. And now Jermall is undisputed and everything, and the young man that did the pad work over in Ronnie Shields' gym with Jermall, He's not mad or anything. He just wanted to get paid for keeping Jermall loose and everything while they was going through their spat or whatever they argued about. Because he left for I think 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And he was working out over there with his brother. So he just want to get paid for it. But Derrick James, one thing about him, he's a good trainer and a good guy, and he paid him, and he paid him for his time and trouble and everything, and he got Jermall the hell out of Houston. I want you to get too comfortable around this hole, right? So let's go. Get your ass in the car. Let's get home. Get your ass and let's go home. But so I don't want to go in there and that's right, stirring the pot. So I don't want to go in there and bring up old shit and just grown folks don't do that. And I'm a grown ass man. And I don't play that shit like that. All right. Yeah, I can tell you by mouth, but once you put it out there on video, it's gonna be out there for the rest of the days. And I think Derrick James deserves more respect than that. I think he deserves by a trainer of the year. And I think he's a good man, a good trainer, and he does a lot for the community. What I hear, I'm not from Texas, so I don't know, but so so that's why I just kept it, just between us. And so anybody can talk and say anything, but when you sit there and put it on a video, then it's gonna always be there in the archive. So I don't want to do that. Okay. So I got a little more respect. I got a little more morals than that. All right. So, but 817. What's going on with you? All right. He said Maul Maul just don't have the same fire little brother got. No, I think Maul is just tired of the whole thing. What's going on, Mr. Rock? What's going on with you? Yes, sir. Joy, the Rock cried, baby. It's in the building. What's happened? Yeah, he just don't have that fire no more. He just going through the motions, and once he take his first L, I really believe that he's gonna just break down. Shit, might have a nervous breakdown. I don't know. Shit, but it seems like little brother is the live wire, and big bro is more cautious and calculated, but not as sure of himself. Just my opinion. Yes, yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. Make sure y'all smash that like button. Right? Yeah, you're right though. You are absolutely right about that. Because I see Jermall more and more. Don't want to train. And I'm hearing that he late. Because see, Ronnie has a thing where um Maul comes in the morning, okay? Morrell comes in the afternoon, right? Then in the evening, he works on other fighters, so and Maul know what time he gotta be there because if he's late, he pushing his training session back with Morrell and everybody else. So and he does that shit on purpose out here, right? He figured that, hey, look, I come anytime I get ready, that type of shit, and so I mean, yeah, you're right, but Derrick James, they know what they have to do over there. They know the things they have to do over there. That's why a lot of fighters they want Derrick to train them, but Derrick just don't have the time because he have good trainers and good fighters over there, and Earl coming up for undisputed. And then you got Jermall. He had to fight. He had to make up his mind who he's gonna fight. You're gonna have to fight Tim Tszyu for the WBA. Because see, all those belts, they come with a mandatory. And if you're gonna drop them, then drop them and move up. But he ain't trying to do that right now. So that means you have to get him ready too. So Derrick James just don't have time to focus on one fighter and build him up. So and that's what I was saying about a lot of fighters need to seek out other trainers. A lot of fighters want to get with who Eddie Reynoso, Derrick James, and believe it or not, uh, uh, um what's goddamn? Oh, I keep on forgetting. Underwater old coach. God damn, it's right on the top of my head. Keisha Cole father. Yeah, Virgil Virgil Hunter, right? Everybody seeks him out. You know, it's funny. Let me see what Nick. It's funny how both trainers, Derek and Ronnie, have two boxers that can potentially fight each other. Spence and Morrell and Maul. Yeah. You're right. But I respect Ronnie what he said. Morrell wants to fight David Benavides right now. He wants to fight Kellen Plant right now. But Ronnie said, no, I'm not going to put you out there right now. Because see, you can mess up a fighter head. You can mess up a fighter career or whatever. Let's say he get knocked out or he see a punch that's not coming when he could have waited just a little bit longer and get a little bit better, and then he'd be ready. Now, Ronnie believes that he need a couple more fights on his belt before he's ready for them guys like that. And I'm quite sure he has seen it all. Like I said, when Morrell was fighting Saturday night, he couldn't get that guy out of there. Yes, he was hurting him. He was, teeing off on him. But this guy did not go down. And this is not no A-level fighter. He's a good fighter, but he's not A plus level type grade A fighter. So Morrell couldn't get him. I mean, he just couldn't get him out of there. The referee stopped it, yes. And he was pissed off that the referee stopped it. He's like, man, come on. Wow. So that shows you, okay, you're doing all the right things, big boy. But you ain't letting nobody out like that, you know. And now he had fought one, and I believe it's different competition that he fought so far. And look what happens. Look what happens. Now think about the hard puncher, David Benavides. Watch what happens with that. If he would, go in there right now and fight him. So Ronnie is right. Sometimes, in training can see what you have and don't have, or are you ready for this or ready for that? So but yeah, that is funny, Nick. Cause Maul and Morrell. If Maul move up, he's at 168 with Morrell. Wow, yes, sir. So hey, I ain't mad at you. Then Earl, he move up. He's up there with Jermall. So, wow. Now, Jermall said, we promised that we ain't going to fight each other, but fuck that. I'm like, Earl, hey, let's talk about this money. If the money ain't right, is the money right? Man, we can make it happen. We don't have to be friends. We can be friends later on. We can make it happen later, So, yeah. So, Brooklyn C said, Maul, Nick and Durham, Charlo is disappointing me. Well, yeah, you know, uh, 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 you know, I don't know what's going on with him. I really know. So, okay, well, that's my time, and I appreciate everybody that came in today, uh, and I appreciate everybody that came in this morning for the Inoue fight. That was a good fight and why it lasted, you know. But thank you all, and I appreciate you. And I am KQKC Boxing Network, and I will be back tomorrow, same time, same place, and plenty rest. That's rest. And I appreciate you, little Rick. All right, yes, sir. All the rest. Yes, sir. I got some rest, so. But like I was saying earlier, it's hard. And Nikki J, you can drop your link in there too, Nick, if you want to. Make sure you subscribe to Nikki J, G5, and everyone that has his channel, because it's not easy to make content every day. It's not easy to make content, and you got to verify it. You just can't make up lies and just like out of clear blue sky. you got to make sure you know what you're talking about. At least I do. Because I don't want to be out there lying. You know, and people say, "Oh man, KQ, he be capping," or what they call that clickbaiting. I don't want to do that. So everything I title, I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna talk about it. So, so I appreciate everybody. I appreciate everybody that come in today, and I'll see you all tomorrow. All right. So now make sure you take your love over to Everything's Boxing. He's coming up next. I am KQKC Boxing Network, and I will be back tomorrow. I thank everybody for your time and your attention today. Fair Life, what it do, baby? What it do? And I will be on tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. I come on Monday through Friday at 12:30 p.m. Central Time. We have a call-in show Saturday mornings at 10 o'clock a.m. Central Time. And yes, if there's a fight on like this weekend, I will be calling that fight. Now, keep in mind, on June the 18th, that's the fight that Jermall Charlo supposed to have been fighting. Jermall Charlo supposed to be fighting. But we still have a good fight. Okay, we got Benavidez and Joe Smith. Now, potentially, that winner of that fight have a shot at either Canelo Alvarez or Demetrius Bivol. So that's going to be on the zone. All right. So and keep that in mind. All right. And also, I believe we have Edgar Berlanga. I believe that is that this Saturday. Edgar Berlanga. But anyway, so whatever fight is on Saturday night, your boy KQ is going to call it. All right. I was blessed to be able to call 2 networks this weekend. So, and I'm going to do that coming next Saturday, if it's a possibility. So, with that, that's all I got. Shout out to the almighty LDBC. Shout out to all my subscribers. I thank you for coming out, and I appreciate you. And I greet you with the ancient word of peace. And we say it in Arabic, Assalamu alaikum. And I appreciate everybody. And salaikum salam to you all. And you all have a great afternoon, and peace and love to you all. And with that, I'm out of here, and I'll catch you on the next one.